review secret for Fuelless generator, there is a particular design which I want you to focus on. For instance, now look at this design. Typically, you see it's a very simple design. You see the motor here, you see the alternator here, and see the flywheel here. Now, in these three designs, you will know that there are three things in common now, and that is the motor, the flywheel, and the alternator. Now, the bed now link the flywheel and the motor. Now, if you look at very quickly, you see that it is a small size of motor. Somebody will ask, why this small size? Will this small size carry this capacity of this bit alternator? The question is yes. Remember, I said earlier, it is not the size of the motor that determines the production ratio, but what matters most is the RPM, rotational speed per second, the speed at which the motor runs. If the motor runs in a very high speed, definitely it will be able to generate the light required. So it does not really mean if you are using a small generator, like small motor like this, therefore you will not get what you want. No, you can still get what you want. It's not the size. What matters most is the rotational speed, the rate at which this runs. That is what matters most. Now that is what you can see also here. Now you see this is the alternator, and this is the motor, the flywheel, and all this works together in configuration with the structure. And when this is properly done, you will get the result you want. It is easy to get this thing done if only you follow the procedure required for you to design this energy. Sometimes people will say, why is this one difficult? Why is it not? It's not difficult. It's because you have not understood what is needed to do this design. If you have followed the procedure or explained, if you are going to my playlist of videos, pick those videos that concern you and then study them, go over it over and over again, you understand the picture about what it means to design. The three things that I need to design an energy generator are all listed in many questions, and I explain over them and over again. Just go over it, go through my playlist video and see different things. Now, you know what I'm saying now? The simple design and its work. Now, if you look at this place now, this is where the switch over. What this switch over does is that the switch over enables you to change from the external power source to the internal power source. I explained what external power source is. For instance, if you want to start the generator initial time, you need a particular power to start it on, and that power enables the motor here to run. And when the motor runs, after some few minutes, just like 2 or 3 minutes, you now switch over to the internal power source, which is the one that comes from the generator. At that point in time now, the switching over is done using this device. That's why you see this device attached here to enable the switching be possible. So you can now see that this is just an easy thing to be done, and does not require some technical work, or anybody can do it. Anybody can do free energy generator. Anybody can do it. All you just need to do is to have the understanding on how these things work. And if you have the understanding, you follow the procedure, carry go. You have gotten everything you want. Now let's take a look at this production, and we'll get a little better understanding. Like, look at it now. You can see the view of the typical view of this now. If you look at it, you see that this is the cable that enable the power source to be released, the external power source to be released, and this is the external power source here. When this cable this source is entered here, and you plug it here, the generator start running. Then when it runs for some time now, you now do what we call switching. You switch over from the external power source and then go ahead and do what we want to do. Now let's take a look at what we are saying now.
So today, Bansa Madong Tiet Pusamon via
Now this is the switching over now. As you can see it now in a very few form. This is it now. This is how you switch over, up and down, and you can see the size of this alternator. You see how big it is. and you see the size of the motor, how small it is, but it does not stop the production and it does not stop the speed at which this can run. It still give you what you want. Now this is the meter. You see the meters now shows the power voltage, the voltage regulation. It tells you how the voltage move from the least point to the maximum point and return back. It is regulated just a normal generator. You always see how the meter runs to the yes and also return. All these methods are very easy to carry out and also easy to implement. So you can still copy the method and use it. You can just copy this, what you see now, design it exactly what you see, and it's very good. Just see what it is now. This is a typical something. You don't need too much grammar. Just see it how it is now. Copy exactly this method. Design it, follow everything on this. You still have success as a success science. This design, this is a science-based design. So if you follow the method that has been the prototype, you see it now. Follow the same method, you will get the same result. And that's where I also want to appeal to my subscriber. If you have any generator you want me to help you on, or if you have issues on the generator, send a comment to me, and I will mail me and the local program I'm having. I will see sample of what you design, and I'll also help you out in area I need to help you. I've done that to many. If in area I need to help, and I also want to help. So this is how it is. You see the size of the generator. You see how big the generator is. You can see the size now. It's so big, and see the motor size. You see the two are not equilibriums. They are not the same size. You see it is, but you see the result will still be very effective, no matter the size of it.
chẳng hạn về mấy thế hay ta đám bài hay nên năng tiệt để cái đợt lớn nhân sản mua hay năng ốt cái thà về nơi ta chọc về tăng hai một tờ về đài lớn nhân bán plak đồ của lý mà plak đồ của lý ra thay mày plak cho láng sản mua sản tiệt hay ní plak hơi cho láng lương láng tràn trồn láng đòn bay rồi chiềng làng cọp mà đòn này bay rồi chiềng và hai người xì cùng làng ampere
you can see the rate now. You see from here now, if the voltage regulator is AC volts, you see in this point now, when it moves to this point here, we have 300 volt. Now if it moves to this point here, you see you can say is 100, 200. That's how you move. Now we have not started the generator. It is on 0 level, but when you start the generator, you see the voltage will be moving, regulating the system to the point where you see it reach the maximum. That depends on the speed at which the motor runs. Because remember, in one of my questions that the higher the speed, the faster the motor, the higher the output of the generator.
Đàn bật chai chẳng về xì màu lòng đọc ampere hay là về thà một cái về vốn chuột mình tên tới một liệm màu sau pia ở nắng bàn này ta chấm này lớn về làng cười về làng đỏ bì rồi chiềng trong việc trực mai đã hay lấy ngày mà đò này ngày mà đò mình tiết việc trong một cái là ta không tiết tầm xuống thường không tiết một ngày nên mình chơi tầm một ngày ngày tết sầm rạ mà muốn កន្លះថ្ងៃបាទធ្វើការកន្លះថ្ងៃនេះសម្រាប់ថ្ងៃមកដល់ហើយនេះព្រឹកមកថ្ងៃលិចខាងនោះបាទខាងនោះថ្ងៃលិចតាំងពីព្រលឹមមកនេះតាំងពីម៉ោង 8 មកឥឡូវចាំផ្សារថ្មីវិលសាហាវអាសានេះវិលសម្រាប់ខ្លួនហ្មង
Now you can see the generator after being plugged. Now you can see something. Let's just look at here. After you see, when you look at the cable I told earlier, then this cable now is going to be plugged for initial pass to start. This plug now, as you can see, is plugged here, and then that area is switched on. In this, you can see here is switched on to this power source. After you switch on for some time, now look at what you're going to do. You switch it back to return to the internal power source. That is when the generator has moved as generated power for some time. See, now you now switch it back. At this time, now see at this now, see the speed. Now, see, let's take a look. Now see, you can see the voltage rate. This is about how many? You see where it is now, to the highest point. That is to tell you the motor is generating is running at the maximum rate. The rate at which the motor moves is very high. That is why you see this meter indicator move to the end of this generator of this meter. That's what you are saying now. This is a typical example of what I'm trying to say. See it now. That is 300 plus 200 plus. Yeah, you see now. At this point now, let's take a look back. Let's take a look back. Now, I've explained earlier to you. You see now. Let's take a little back. Let's take a look. I want to show you something very important to mark, so that some of you are doing design for this method, you know it exactly. Now see it here now. Let's see it here back. Let's take a little diameter. I want you to have a clear picture of what I want to explain to you. Good. This is where this changeover is. At this point where it is now is the external power source. The generator is still running on the external power source, not internal power source now. Now when it runs for some time, this will be switched over to this here now, to this last base. Instead of here, it will move now to the right. Here we have is on the left, it will now move to the right. That is, in this kind of case, now the light, the generator now is giving it the light it wants. Let's take a look back. See it now. What you can see now. We're going to change over to this point. We're going to change over here now. It's going to be here, and when it's here now, we're going to have the highest voltage you want. Because what was there was a external power source. Now we are changing over to internal power because it has run to a point where it's now stabilized. Now let's take a look. Change over. You can see now. Yeah, it's changed over to this point now. See now. Change over to this point. Now we still go ahead to implement that. That's 300 plus. You can see now with that data adjustment. You can see now as change over. You can see the power now is running smoothly after changing over.
anh ấy còn đi anh ấy tàu tàu rồi tham gia tới hai ở tại trường xây lên tích nuôi nhỉ ta lên ngay về lại đó thì rồi phải mà rồi phải sạch cạch mà cái nét nhẹ hơn cạch mà plengตัวខ្លួនវាចិញ្ចឹមខ្លួនឯងវិញចិញ្ចឹមការធ្លាក់ភ្លើងយ៉ាងខ្សោយហើយដោយអាត្បូងភ្លើងដល់300កាច់មកហើយវាថាវាដកខ្លួនឯងវាលើ
Criticness
កាច់មកខាងភ្លើងផ្ទះពេលឆាស់បងអានេះស៊ីភ្លើងផ្ទះមកតើវាស៊ីភ្លើងដល់មកអំពើទៅរកប្រដាប់សេរីភ្លើងទឹក
You can see.
Đây mà đòi bật hết từ em tuấn tới bật việc chấm này mình nói ba năm tư mình nói ba năm tư xài pi đi vì tranh pi áp lương sờ bọ tranh pi áp lương sờ bọ không màu hai việc mà trôi này dột sân ôi men lương sờ bọ nó tết nuôi và hai chỉ anh đi nhầm bạc nhầm kịp mình khó lương pi sờ bọ vì men lươngประมาณ chùm lương sờ bọ nữa đâm bây giờ mình chăm vào đồ để vô thôi ở đó nó cả chuyện đại sộp hay đầm bay đại sộp nó màu việt mình sẽ bỏ nó anh em phơi thì rồi phải trắng té và hai chỉ đập ball đập pi ball mình còng pi mình lướt thì 30 ball chắc là mình lên từ 30V này xaចូលទៅបដូរនេះចូលទៅបដូរវិលហើយខ្ញុំក៏ត្រូវការយកអាដុំនេះដុំសេរីភ្លើងនេះតម្លើងភ្លើងសាកមើលឲ្យវាតាំងពី 20V ឡើងទៅរឿយៗសាកមើលបំពន់ចូលទៅក្នុងបដូរវិលលោកកម្លាំងវាអាចឡើងតែបើយើងបំពន់ចូលទៅយើងសេរីឡើងកម្លាំងដល់ឡើងហើយភ្លើងទៅនេះ200 180បើឡើងដល់220 230អានឹងស្រាប់តែយើងកំណត់ពីអាដុំនោះមកហ្នឹងហើយតចូលមកអានេះហើយអាបដូលវាមានបោកដកដែរណានេះដល់នេះមានបោកដកដែរតចូលគ្នាចេះខាងនេះតចូលចេះហ្នឹងហើយយើងទៅខ្សែអានេះបាទខ្សែភ្លើងអានេះគឺជាដុំភ្លើងមួយណាហើយយើងក៏មកដោតភ្លើងហ្នឹងហើយហើយភ្លើងម៉ូទ័រហ្នឹងភ្លើងម៉ូទ័រនេះគឺយើងក៏ដោតដែរគឺជាការសាក់លបងវាសិនអាហ្នឹងបំពន់ភ្លើងសាក់មើលឲ្យយើងដឹងថាភ្លើងទៅចិញ្ចឹមបដូរហ្នឹងប្រហែលឧទាហរណ៍ថា 30V អាហ្នឹងយើងដឹងយើងស្រីពីអានេះទៅ 30V ហ្នឹងយើងដឹងថាអូវាទៅការភ្លើងបំពន់ 30V គីឡូភ្លើងក្នុងខ្លួនវាហ្នឹងវាចិញ្ចឹមខ្លួនឯងមួយគ្រាន់ពួកយើងធ្វើជុំឲ្យតិចយើងមិនឲ្យវាជុំខ្លាំងពេកហើយបើថាវាចិញ្ចឹមខ្លួនឯងបានយើងកាច់ទៅចិញ្ចឹមខ្លួនឯងហើយយើងក៏ស្រីអានេះតាមហ្នឹងហើយយើងស្រីអានេះតាមបាទចាំសាកមើលតើឥឡូវកាមេរ៉ាអស់ភ្លើងទៅកាមេរ៉ាអស់ថ្មមិនដាច់ចូលមកញ៉ាំបាទសូមអរគុណចាំខ្ញុំធ្វើឲ្យចាំនឹងសាកទៀតនៅคลิปតទៅទៀតបាទអរគុណច្រើន